Phils win last night, 8-3, stop the 4-game losing streak. Bryce homers in his first at-bat back, and Trey Turner, 2 home runs last night. It's nice to see the power back with Trey as well. You know, it's been incrementally coming back. What's he got? 8 home runs?
He's got 7.
7.
By the way,
right. Yeah.
Every single one of them has been on the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's quite the stat.
Might need another standing O.
No, I think he's fine.
Okay.
I think he's fine. But all we hear about is, oh my God, his defense. He made an error on Sunday. It cost him the game. All I hear over and over and over and over again, Trey Turner defense, Trey Turner this, get him to the outfield. The guy's leading the National League in hits right now. I mean, he's leading the National League in hits right now. By WAR, he's like the 3rd most valuable shortstop in baseball. And if his defense wasn't, of course, it's a question mark. It's shaky. I get it. But like we've gotten to the point where like the Trey Turner conversation, I feel like has gotten so out of hand to where we've actually started underappreciating what Trey Turner brings to this team offensively because we're so obsessed with this idea that he's just giving away games defensively. The error on Sunday sucked. It totally sucked. It cost him a game. I get it. That was his first error in a month. Like, if you can't see that he's made some incremental improvements defensively, like, I don't know what to tell you. I just think that it had gone so far to now, like, people aren't willing to say, this guy's a really great player. He's still a great player. And I think we've actually gotten to the point where we underappreciate and underrate how great of a player Trey Turner is.
Okay, can I paint this scenario for you? Because I think Trey Turner he's had a great year offensively this year. And that is all well and good. I think Trey Turner's a good player, right? It's all well and good during the regular season. Lead the league in hits, hit 300, blah, 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 blah. But all I keep seeing when you say that we make the defense thing too big a deal is I keep thinking to myself, it's going to be the NLDS or it's going to be the NLCS. It's going to be a 3-2 game in the 7th inning. There's going to be a guy on second with 2 outs, and there's going to be a ground ball to shortstop, and he's going to boot one. And the run's going to score, and we're going to lose the game because of that defense. So isn't it possible that the defense will show itself like that little, that little thing that you're saying now is a little thing in the regular season, but is a big thing in the playoffs?
Well, yeah, but like anyone can make an error at any point. And if you want to bring that up, okay, I hear you. He could. He also made an unbelievable defensive play in the 2023 NLDS Game 1 that saved the game. Like and I mean, obviously, no one's going to bring that up when we talk about Trey Turner's defense, but it's not like
don't even remember it.
It was a ridiculous play. You should remember it. It was special.
Well, bad players make good defensive plays.
Well, yeah,
bad defensive players make good defensive plays.
I get it, but like to worry about I just think that we do the same thing with the whole Hoskins conversation, where we let the idea of his defense outweigh what he does offensively, and the defense of Trey is not great, but I think that we're letting it outshine what he brings to this team from an offensive standpoint. He's continuing to show that. I mean, 2 home runs last night. He could have had a triple last night if not a great play by Vlad Guerrero. I mean, he had 3 hits on the night. The Trey Turner thing, I think, has gone so far into saying what a bust of a signing and because of his defense, rather than, wow, we still have a really good player here.
215-592-9494. Do you think we make too big a deal out of Trey Turner's defense? I actually don't think so. I do agree maybe that it overshadows the hitting a little too much, but I see that I understand the concern about the defense because I feel like it could rear its head in the most crucial situation, the defense. That's what I'm worried about, is that like we have an error in the NLCS. The 216 hits during the regular season is not going to matter anymore.
Yeah, but you know what? And I'm not saying that's not a legit concern. But here's where I will sort of lean more towards Fritz with Trey Turner. He has been better this year. It doesn't mean he doesn't still have issues over there, and he certainly isn't playing the shortstop position at an above-average level to where he takes away runs, he takes away hits over there. You just really want him making routine plays and not screwing things up. I know how simplistic that sounds, and that may sound a little bit disrespectful to him. That's not my intention. I'm actually good with Trey Turner. When I hear he only has 5 errors this season, and Jack just said he hasn't had, that's his first one in a month. That's progress to some degree.
How many errors did he have last year or 2 years ago? 17?
He has 45.
He got 45 in his
in
first
2.5, not even
years.
2.5 years.
Right.
Like 2 1/3.
And I don't even know, is 5 in 60 games good?
Well,
you say
compared to
only
what it
5.
was.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 15 error season. I don't know. Yeah, I just think, like, I understand what you're saying. I understand that sometimes the defense overshadows it, but like the point of the Phillies at this point is winning in the playoffs.
Sure.
And I like at the end of the day, my concern with, and I think Trey Turner's a good ball player for sure, but my concern with Trey Turner's defense is not in the regular season. It's not over 162 games. It's in a 7-game series when an error in a 7-game series that could cost you the game could cost you the season.
Yeah, but that's not changing though. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you have to just hope the offense is going to outweigh the defense.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the way I view this with Trey Turner. I am much more focused in on him in the bottom of the 8th or the bottom of the 9th or top of the 8th, top of the 9th if you're on the road and needing a big hit to get a rally going, right? Or extend a rally. And do I believe he's going to be able to come through in that situation versus I'm concerned he's going to get a ball hit to him late in the game and he's going to boot it. I know that's there, but that's way down the totem pole of concerns. The hitting aspect is what you're truly concerned with if you're looking at Trey Turner. And he's starting to hit the ball, couple home runs last night. I'll take it. And if he's going to be that guy, I'll take my chances with him defensively. Because first of all, what else you going to do? I mean, you can go Sosa there, but then you don't get the bat.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you just have to hope it's not going to be, but hope that it's not going to rear its ugly head at the worst possible time. But I actually think like I just think you're blindfolding your way through this if you're saying it's
a little bit.
Yeah, I think truly.
Same for people who would want Reese Hoskins here.
Of course.
You're overlooking what he does at first base defensively because you want what he gives you offensively.
Yeah, but shortstop is a bigger deal defensively than first base is.
Sure.
Until you drop a ball over there at first base.
Shortstop, and it's made worse by the fact that Bohm
drops a ball over there.
It's made worse by the fact that Bohm's over there too, for sure. Who's an average to below average third baseman.
It was like a cat last night. Like
average to above average third baseman.
Nah.
How you gonna say that the day after that play last night?
All right, great.
How's you gonna come over here and say that today?
I don't.
They're rolling into the 2020s.
I don't think people make it too big a deal of his defense.
They do, though.
No, because here the point to the Phillies this year is winning the World Series. It's not hits during the regular season. It's not regular season wins. It's not hitting 300. It's none of those things. It's winning in the playoffs. But
what matters more, Spike? Like you didn't sign Trey Turner to be Jimmy Rollins defensively. Like you signed Trey Turner to hit in the postseason, and like last year in the Mets series wasn't great. Overall, his numbers have been fine in the postseason. I hear what you're saying. Like if we're here to win the World Series, guess what? If you was hitting 260, yeah, I would say the defense is an issue. I get it, but we focus so much on the defense when the guy who's leading the National League in hits is going to be the All-Star again. He's not going to start because Lindor's been so good, but he's going to make the All-Star team again. He's going to be a 2-time All-Star in his 3 years here, and after that, he was horrible in the first half of 23, and then was best player in baseball after the standing ovations. Like. He's talked about like he's been a bum here, and he just hasn't been a bum here. He hasn't been a bum.
That's true.
Well, he hasn't been a bum, but
hasn't been a superstar.
Yeah, with a giant contract and with great expectations comes great responsibility. And the fact is that as good as he's been, he has not lived up to what people expect from him. And honestly, the defense thing. Every time a ground ball gets hit to him, I think about it. And like that is not a position where I want to be thinking about the guy booting it every time the ball goes his way. And that's what I think the worry is.
Ground ball, by the way.
Yeah,
that wasn't
the one on Sunday.
That wasn't some spectacular play.
I don't think the concerns are unfounded, and I don't think they're unfair. I do think, to a certain extent, sometimes people let it overshadow the fact that he's a good offensive player. But everyone came into this year thinking about one thing: this team has to win the World Series, and I think there's a better chance that his defense costs you a World Series than his offense wins you a World Series. At the end of the day, I think
that's a unique way to put that.
Like, don't you think that's more likely?
Nope.
No.
You don't think it's more likely?
No.
It's
He's going to get 4 cracks and having an impact at the plate. How many shots he get over there during the game?
Might be 4.
Yeah, it's probably about the same.
But he probably makes all 4 plays.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know. And you know what?
Hopefully, yes.
I'm just being honest about it
Yeah.
because I don't dislike the guy. Like, there's plenty of players who have come through here that I'm neither here nor there, and I don't like watching them, and so on and so forth. Trey Turner's not one of those guys. Like, Trey Turner is a player who I enjoy watching by and large. But
I tell you, it's hard to tell.
No. I haven't been hard on Trey. You make that up.
You've been hard on him.
Okay.
It's hard to tell how much you like him.
No, because today, I just think the fears that people have about him defensively are warranted. Because I think it only takes one bad defensive play in the playoffs to lose you a series.
But they're more obsessed with that than they are talking about what he does
offensively. But this is what happens when your team doesn't get. You could say that about any team that doesn't get over the hump. We say the same.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, as soon as a team
obsessed over the thing they didn't
do. But
right.
that's all we. Instead of the things that they do. And this is the position the Phillies are in right now. Like, they do not have the trust of everyone. They are the friend who didn't show up the morning they were supposed to. They're the girlfriend that cheated on you. I'm just telling you. Everybody put their faith in them the last couple of years, and they didn't come through. Mm-hmm. And now they look for the things that are going to prevent them from winning a World Series. And at this point, Trey's defense is one of those things that people worry about. And I think it's fair. I don't think it's unfair for people to worry about.
So here's why I come with that. It's fair to have that in the back of your mind. Here's what I would say. Coming off of 2 home runs and 3 hits last night.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying to myself, hold on. Are we getting a power surge here from Trey?
Well,
right?
I hope he doesn't fall in love with that either, to be honest with you.
Do you want home runs or not?
Yeah, I want 18 home runs.
Oh, God, you got to have
hit number 300 and
yes.
high OBP and all this stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's just like I'm starting.
So I'm saying coming off of last night, I'm more or less like, oh, he's starting to round the corner. He is rounded into form. He's back to all-star Trey. Are the home runs about to come? Because if he finishes, with 21, 22, 23 home runs, we're happy with that.
Yeah, as long as he's hitting over 300 and the OBP is high and stuff like that.
Listen, we'll take 290 with a high OBP.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Thompson tasked him with 380, and he's doing pretty.
380.
What's his OBP now?
I think it's still like 370-ish.
Okay.
370-ish.
All right.
Taking more pitches.
Yeah. Well, he's not striking out as much. We're not seeing the crazy chase stuff. He's actually doing what they asked him to do.
Yeah.
Offensively, he's been great.
Give him credit for that.
Offensively, he's been great.
Yeah.
Offensively, he's been great.
Saying, I'm starting to see what the Jalen people are saying about focusing on the negatives. We're starting to focus too much on the negatives. When he needs to make the play defensively, he will.
Oh, right. He needed to make a play on Sunday, and he didn't.
Yeah, it was like when the shooter's like too wide open.
Yes.
In the NBA.
Too long to think about it.
Oh, dude, you could have frozen the game at as the ground ball was passing the mound, and you could have asked me what is going to happen when that ball gets to Trey Turner, and I would have bet $1 million he was going to boot it. I would have bet $1 million he was going to beat it. 215-592-9494. Do we make too big a deal out of Trey Turner's defense?